Hello everyone, I'm Milo Anderson. You've probably seen me around for a couple times, maybe a couple hundred. Today, for my talent show, I will be doing two different recipes from Eastern Europe. Now, if you may or may not have heard, but I do the school newspaper, and in that school newspaper, I do one recipe. But for a quick little disclaimer about the next issue, it will be the last newspaper of the year, so I will not only be doubling it, but I will be tripling it, so I need two more recipes. And believe it or not, I will test out the recipes I make at home. The first one we'll be making is borscht. Specifically, purple beet or red beet borscht. This dish originates from Ukraine, but it's eaten in Belarus, Poland, Russia, Lithuania, etc. It not only is it made with beets, but it's made with cabbage, carrots, tomatoes, potatoes, and dill. When I was in New York, I went to like an Eastern European neighborhood, and I had a lot of great borscht and stuff along those lines. The next dish we'll be making is from my friend Layla. She kind of helped me get a recipe for it. It is a traditional Romanian bread with walnuts, eggs, vanilla extract. It's a fun little bread recipe. Hope you stick around. Let's get into it. So once the chopping's done, this is what the aftermath should look like. You should have the tomatoes cut, the potatoes, the garlic, the carrots, the onions, the cabbage, and the beets chopped. I'd recommend cutting them into strips for the onions, cabbage, and beets, but the tomatoes, carrots, and potatoes, you can cut them however you want. Now moving forward, it comes down to cooking, there are two ways that you can do this. You can make a vegetarian version where you use butter to saute the vegetables, or you could render out bacon fat, save the bacon for a snack or add it back to the soup, and cook your vegetables in the bacon fat. Now, I will see you later. Okay.
Get 5 strips of bacon, cut them up into thirds, and put them on a pan on medium heat. Finally, you can shred the bacon or leave them in with the vegetables, carrots. Once the vegetables are starting to reduce, you're going to add in the beets. Be very careful while storing, but they should cook down. Then add in the cabbage and the other vegetables. Let simmer on medium heat with some vegetable broth. Once it is steamy hot and boiling, you could serve it warm or also cold, whatever you'd like. It is a very, very good dish. I hope you enjoy it.
So once you measure out your ingredients for the bread, you need to carefully mix the milk, yeast, and sugar into a bowl or container, whatever you have, and you need to mix it aggressively. And the milk needs to be warm. But once you have that completed, you're going to crack the eggs in the bowl, right? Now, you don't want to put the eggs in the milk mixture because it could curdle, depending on how hot you have the milk. Okay, once you have all the ingredients into a bowl, you're going to carefully beat the eggs and mix. It is very easy to make a mess when you're doing stuff like this, but you at least need to have a little bit more room in the bowl. Now, carefully keep mixing. You're not in a rush, or at least I hope not, and just keep carefully mixing.
Get 1/2 cup of unsalted butter, vanilla extract, and spices. Add the nut mixture and blend with the butter and everything else. Then refrigerate. You want the butter to stay cool because it could separate from the rest of the nuts and everything. Then you're going to roll out the dough. Be very careful while doing this. You don't want to stretch it out too much, but once it's evenly stretched out, rub the butternut mixture all over it and then roll into a log. You have to be very careful while doing this. It's very easy for the dough to tear. Then you are going to slowly fold it up into a log. Be very careful while handling this. You do not want to tear it.
So it's going in at 375 to 15 to 25 minutes, depends on your oven. But when you take it out and it's not quite done, I'd recommend you also flip it. But without further ado, let's put it in. Be very careful while doing stuff like this. Cool. Let's do it in 15 minutes. It's done and looks a bit like this. You want to stick a toothpick in it. If anything like some nuts or some butter or some pieces of the actual bread come with it when you're sticking it back up, that means it is not done. So what you're gonna do is you're slowly gonna kind of go around it like this. See? Nothing's sticking. Right? Then just gonna flip it over. Be super, super careful. So what I recommend doing is putting a plate on top. Now, I may be a bit shaky on this part, but hopefully, this is not easy, and I'm not strong either. Should be good. So, let's take it off. There we are. Look at that. That, let me flip it over for you, is a Romanian sweet nut bread. I just cut open the bread, and this is what it should look like. Nice and dense and soft on the inside, crunchy and soft on the outside. In conclusion, get out of your comfort zone, get in the kitchen, and make food without borders. Bye.